Hey everyone, it's Friday, so I'm updating my sort of video blog, if you will, because I don't think anyone else will ever watch this, but I want to have integrity for myself, so I said I'd do this every Friday, and this is updating myself on my goal of running a sub 4:30 mile, which is proving to be more difficult to train for than I thought, not because of any physical thing, just because of my priorities and psychological reasons, which is I've been playing a ton of volleyball and I love volleyball, and it's really hard to run if you play hours of volleyball. I certainly can, I talked about this last week, I certainly can do a little bit of running and run a mile before volleyball or something like that, especially if it's just a slow jog. So that's what I want to do, is try to incorporate that a little bit more, which will become much easier when the weather gets better, because it's a little annoying and hard to get to the gym and much less inspiring to run on the treadmill. I have noticed that I really enjoy interval training. I really enjoy running fast, and I don't enjoy jogging much. I did do a couple 4-mile runs when I first started, and that actually made me feel really great afterwards, even though I didn't enjoy it necessarily in the moment. But the last couple times I've tried it, I think I've just been a little bit burnt out in terms of endurance and really only made it about 2.5 miles before kind of losing my psychological will to keep going. But it's still good to do. Any run's better than no run. That's going to be my motto for this. And I was thinking how I'm not making progress, but I am. And I'm still getting some runs in, and even running twice a week, which is what I did this week, is great. So I want to keep doing that. I have made it running every Friday, which is great, and this video helps me do that, where I say, well, if I'm gonna have to make a video updating it, I better go run. So that's what I want to do. I realize I have used quite a lot of filler words in this video, so that's a good feedback to do, to stop doing that when I make videos. But wow, I wanted to do it there too. That's incredible. That's an interesting thing. Anyway, holy cow, I'm all over the place. Anyway, what I want to do going forward is run a couple times a week. I have a goal of obviously my 4:30 mile, and I had 2 years to do it. So the sub goal is this summer run a sub 5-minute mile, which I think is within my reach, especially if I can ramp up to running 4 times a week in the summer when I don't have as many volleyball commitments and can kind of incorporate it easier, where I don't have to go to the gym to run and it's less fun to run on a treadmill. The other thing I wanted to note for myself is how much more I enjoy the intervals than the distance running, which I said earlier. So probably do more interval runnings. I don't know if that's less good for achieving my goal, but because I enjoy it more, who cares? That's what I'm gonna do. The last thing is that one of the reasons why I wanted to do this goal is because it would require me to lose weight. I thought that the training itself would make me lose weight, and I think it would. And that way I didn't have to focus on it, because losing weight was something I always focused on. Since I'm not training as much, I realized that I could flip it and work on dieting just a little bit, because I exercise a lot. And so really just any focus on cutting calories and just eating 3,500 calories or so for me at my size with how much I exercise will allow me to lose weight. So that's what I'm going to do from now on, is to just diet a little bit. So rather than using running to lose weight, try to lose weight, and maybe that will make it easier to run. If I'm carrying 5% less weight, running and volleyball and everything else might be 5% easier. It would kind of stand to reason that that would be the case. So this has been an exceptionally long and rambling video, but the takeaways are, exceptionally long and rambling is going to end up being 5 minutes, but the takeaways are not training quite as much as I thought I would be a couple weeks ago, because of something that I value, which is playing volleyball. Playing volleyball is still in service to many of the same goals of this running goal, so I'm not going to stop doing that because it is something I love. It's also a socialization, whereas running hasn't, so maybe if I can find a way to make running more social, maybe that will make me run instead of volleyball 1 day a week or something like that. So that's another goal that I can have. Try to lose weight, and hopefully in the spring it will be easier to run because I'll be running outside. So hopefully I run my 4:30 goal, and maybe people will look back on this video in a couple of years and see. The reason I wanted to make these videos is if I am able to accomplish this, hopefully it will allow people to see sort of the psychological resistance that you have in achieving something big. On my other channel, I've run into a lot of resistance. I'm not improving, my videos aren't good. And what I've been so proud of with myself in both that and in this running, where I have realized that I want to play volleyball and maybe not run, and I want to do these other things, is that I'm still going forward. So maybe not at the pace that I hoped or thought, and maybe I'm not improving as quickly as I thought in both of those things, which is the case. But what I'm really proud of is usually I quit those goals when I'm not making really fast progress. I tend to be a perfectionist and want that straight line. And so what I'm really proud of myself for is still going and still striving towards those goals, because even if you aim for the stars, maybe you'll hit the moon kind of mantra, where I don't have to achieve the maximal goals to still derive a lot of benefit from it. And I am very happy that I am still continuing forward in these goals because I think they're worthwhile. So I hope you had a good week. I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.